just a boy. Christmas brought so much joy. Couldn't wait for the presents and laughter. I couldn't sleep late at night, looking for Santa with lights. Those are the memories I still remember. Then I became a man, lost sight of who I am. But right in front of me was the answer. 'Cause on Christmas I feel joy, and I turn back to a boy. The answer is to stay young forever. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song.
Hello, Star Wars fans. You know, there are just 83 days until Christmas 2023, and oh my goodness, today is the big finale for Ahsoka Season 1. It's a fantastic, exciting day, and it's also somewhat sad because after today, we're going to have to wait a hot minute before we get any new Star Wars on Disney Plus. And I know that may affect some people with what you are going to subscribe to. For me, I'm going to stay with it. There's plenty of stuff on Disney Plus coming and going that I catch from time to time. So today we're going to spend some time doing our preview of Ahsoka Season 1, Episode 8, the finale. And hey, the Sabersmith, Class 501, and teacher reporting in for prediction duty. Good. Thank you so much, Sabersmith. Mike Yaney, I see you on RF Gaming Channel. And you know what? I got a message on Discord this morning, and we've got a fantastic community here. It's a really amazing group of folks. But our friend RF Gaming, he lost his brother some time ago. It's his 1 year anniversary of the passing of his brother due to ALS. I lost an uncle to ALS, and it's a terrible, terrible condition. And RF Gaming, it's great to have you here. Condolences again to your brother. I know today is a big Star Wars day for the family in appreciation of your brother. So God bless you guys, and hope for many blessings and fond memories today as we get ready for the Ahsoka finale. So we're going to get into the finale. There's a little bit of information that we know, and the first bit that seems very, very reliable. Let me share this with the screen here. The first part is new subs. Oh, that's fantastic, Sabersmith. Thank you so much for that. Let's look. The finale, they're saying the runtime on it is 49 minutes, 46 and a half minutes without the credits, and 43, I think it is, without the intro. So I'm not exactly sure what the 46 and the 42 represent, but we're a bit over 42 minutes, 43 to 46 and a half minutes in that range for tonight. So not as long as maybe we would hope, but at the same time, not an extremely short episode either. So, hey, Dale, I saw your story in Meg's spoiler channel. We'll see how that comes about. I did a bit of a fan fiction story over there. Hey, and by the way, you guys see the Wall of Fame scrolling by at the bottom. That's for episode 7. The folks who scored as well or better than I did on my predictions for the finale. See Star Wars Politics and Skywalker's Academy, Stelina, Nikki, my good friend, Barry Skywalker, Brian Stone, Brian Kelly, who is here again in the chat. Good to see you, Brian. Corlo Wren, Ethan Frowen, Jumpin' Jamie, KG, Mumbo Jumbo, RF Gaming Channel, and Sam the Sham. a lot of folks on the Wall of Fame for episode 7 tonight. We'll do our predictions here in just a moment, and we will again give you guys a chance to show up on the Wall of Fame. And how do you do that? You score as well or better than me. You don't have to be a channel member. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to be a patron. None of that. You can play for free. Oh, it costs you nothing. And there's a link in the description of this of this stream, and I have posted it to Patreon and Discord and all the socials. In fact, the other day, just yesterday, I posted it to Twitter and to Threads and to Facebook, as well as YouTube, Patreon, and Discord. So on all those places, you can find the link, and all you have to do is go out there, take a guess. You can do as well or better than me. You can get on the Wall of Fame and see your name scrolling through there over the next week of live streams. Then, for those who have been playing all season, we do have a season leaderboard. The season leaderboard, again, some familiar names, some familiar folks in there. Corlo Wren at the top with 61.5 points. Brian Stone just behind, 1 point behind it. And Brian Kelly at 59.5. And RF Gaming Channel on there at 59.5 as well. So that's folks who have played all season. So tonight we will, or tomorrow actually, during our live stream, we'll score all of the predictions for episode 8, the finale, and then we'll have to have another session. And I'm thinking of doing it in our monthly Zoom call. So we do a monthly call for our members and for patrons, and we had a season predictions game form that we had before the whole season started. You had 3 predictions you could make for the entire season. There were fill in the blank, and there were different points that could be awarded for the difficulty of the question. But you may be just short of the leaderboard, but with your season predictions, it may bump you onto the leaderboard. So we won't be able to finalize the season leaderboard tonight, but we'll have a real good idea of where it's headed because of those season predictions that'll get added in after the fact, right? So there you go. RF Gaming or Skywalker, that gift's going to send me into convulsions. Yeah. Okay, so let's switch it up and switch it over to the predictions form, and we'll do this together. Just another bit of update for those who have been following along. I haven't had my normal background with me. I haven't been able to use my good mic and video editing because my main computer is dead. It's dead, Jim. And they were supposed to bring a new motherboard for it last week. That didn't happen. They were supposed to bring it today. That didn't happen. So now we're waiting for that to get rescheduled for the third try. And third time's a charm. Hopefully we'll get that new motherboard in shortly and be able to install it and get back to the regular show. And then lastly, Friday after our news of the week live stream, sometime Friday evening, we are hopping in the truck, pulling the RV out towards Branson, Missouri. And we will be spending a week of vacation. All next week, we'll be in Branson, Missouri. So if you happen to be in the area, hit me up, let me know you're there, and we'll stop by and say hi. Or you could stop by and say hi, however that works. So anybody who happens to be out there in the Branson, Missouri area, next week, we will be out there visiting. We've got family coming in. Our daughter Kayla is going to come visit. It's going to be great. It's going to be glorious. We're super excited. So hope you all see that. All right. So here we go. Our predictions for the finale. There's quite a few things here to speculate on. We know that it's in that 43-minute time range. So I'll put my name in here, Star Wars Santa. Someone will say, "May the Force be with you." Now, this is the finale. We've got Ahsoka and Ezra, Sabine, They're going to go into presumably some big battle at the end, and there's supposed to be some separation. Some folks are going to come back, and some folks are not. We have been assured that Ezra is coming back, but we don't know anybody else. Well, Ezra and Thrawn. Let me put it that way. I sort of expect Balin to stay there. He's got his own thing that he's about, and he's going to be on that mission. I don't know if we've got enough time in this episode for him to complete that mission. And you have to think in mind of Ray Stevenson's tragic death. And, he was my age, essentially, and passed from a heart attack. Super sad. His character is fascinating. And I think a lot of people are really, really interested in seeing what is he there for? What's this dude after? What's he trying to accomplish? We don't know the answers to those things. And we are supposed to get some answers, at least as it was filmed. Again, according to Making Star Wars, the way that it was filmed, we get some answers. But will they have cut it? Will they have changed it? Are there any things that they may have trimmed because of Ray's passing? We can speculate. I talked to Jason about this last week, that there was no time for reshoots. So what was shot was what was shot. So there's no alternate ending that could have been brought in just to account for his passing. And it would be tragic if they took his final scenes and cut them entirely and left it out. So I do think we're going to get the bulk of those scenes, if not all of them, and we will learn what Balin is about. But perhaps Balin will stay there, right? So if Balin stays there, Santa's favorite holiday is Christmas. It always has been, always will be. It's Christmas. Halloween's a lot of fun, but Christmas is for sure it. So Balin may stay. We don't know. Is Ahsoka going to stay? Is Sabine going to stay? RF Gaming says, I wonder if they cut any scenes to keep for a future project. That's possible too. That's very possible. Hey, Rural Farm Boy made it in time. Good to see you. I expect to see some troopers die. Yeah. So we're going to see, I think, just my own speculation, Balin's going to stay. Ahsoka and or Sabine are going to stay, which is interesting in and of itself, because Ahsoka's got her starship there. Presumably, it could go back, but it's so far it would take way too long just in the ship itself. Like if you had the perfect navigation route and just the engines that ship has, you wouldn't have enough fuel or enough time to get there. So you've got to wait for some of your Purgle friends to show up and to take you back. And the last time they stopped by the bone graveyard, they ran into a minefield and they got out of there. So when will they come back? How long do you have to wait? How often is their migratory pattern? Oh, do they show up every 30 days, 30 years? Oh my goodness, we don't know. We just do not know. Sam the Sham says, I predict this show will ultimately just set up the next show. But I think that's a safe bet, Sam. I think that's a very, very safe bet that this show is just going to set up the next one. So we're going to look at that. I hope what Miss Meg got turns up. I think that Meg got that from the same guy that leaked everything that we knew, that told us like C-3PO was going to be in episode 7. The same guy, he posted 2 truths and a lie. And she took some of that information from his 2 truths and a lie, making an educated guess about which one of those was the lie. And one of the things on there was that Balin and Shin would not be in episode 8. Well, we think that's a lie. We think that Balin and Shin will be in episode 8. So that leaves the other 2 to be true. And that's where Meg got some of her predictions from. So, and then there's another big prediction Jason Ward reminded us of, that the threads of destiny, we're supposed to find out what those things are all about. Those things are supposed to come into play. There's supposed to be a big fight scene between Ahsoka and Morgan. Will Morgan survive? Morgan Elsbeth, is she going to live through it? What about Ahsoka? Ahsoka going to live through it? I think that's pretty safe. But somebody will say, may the force be with you. I think the chances are quite high for that. Might not happen, but I think the chances are high. Someone will be killed, a non-droid. Yes, I think so. I think it's safe to say that we'll see a stormtrooper die. Now, there's an interesting thing here. It says, could be a generic trooper, citizen, pilot. If a piloted ship explodes, it counts, unless we see the pilot eject. Well, what happens if somebody's already dead, they've been brought back to life, and they're made dead again, and they're brought back to life? Or they have the potential to be brought back to life. Let's say, for example, Ahsoka kills Morgan Elsbeth, and then the Night Mothers bring her back to life. Does that count as a death? Yeah, Dale says it counts. I think it counts too, because at that point she's dead. She's an undead, right? She's an undead. So let's just say I think somebody's definitely dying, even if it's an undead being killed again, or somebody being killed and brought back. A droid will be referred to by name, like R2B2, C3PO, C110P Chopper, or Hu Yang. Yes, I think that it's a very, very high probability that we'll hear Hu Yang's name given. A ship will fire upon another ship. This is what I don't know. This one, let's just think about what we think we know. Ezra comes back. Thrawn comes back. Does Ezra come back with Thrawn in the Eye of Sion? And does anybody come back in Ahsoka's Jedi Starship? Does anybody come back in Ahsoka's ship? If Ahsoka's ship goes into atmosphere or into space, chasing the Eye of Sion, there could be some firing between the Eye of Sion and Ahsoka's ship. If it doesn't, then I don't know. On this, I'm going to guess no. Only because we know somebody's staying behind. And we know Thrawn and Ezra are getting away. I don't see a space battle happening. I'm going to say no on the space battle. I could be wrong. This is just me using my own logic. There's nothing outside of that. It says we'll see the inside of a hyperspace tunnel, the blue swirly space, with the fancy colors or without the fancy colors, the hyperspace tunnel. Well, Thrawn and Ezra coming back. Are we going to see inside the hyperspace tunnel as they're coming back, or are we going to see them get away? Boom, and then some time will pass, and then boom, they'll come back in. We won't be in the hyperspace tunnel so much as we will see them go into hyperspace. So I'm going to say on this, yeah, RF Gaming says maybe some spaceflight when they return. The Eye of Sion and New Republic ships. Maybe. Star Wars politics. There has to be a starship battle in the finale. This is Star Wars, baby. Oh, it is Star Wars. And we've had a lot of the Star Wars in this series. The fact that most people have done well in these predictions, I think, shows the formula. I got to slow down. Formuloni of it all. Nikki. Yeah, a lot of it is very predictable, but it's very Star Wars too. Like from as far as like creative storytelling and bringing big surprises in. There haven't been a ton of those. It's been very satisfying as a fan. Hey, I love you too, Nikki. It's great to see you. So I'm going to think, Roll Farm Boy says somebody speculated that Hu Yang was going to get taken out. I don't buy it. Yeah, I don't buy it either. I don't buy it either because there's another. Here's what I'm thinking could happen. I'm thinking Ezra is going to come back on Ahsoka's ship with Hu Yang, and he's going to get his new lightsaber, that he's going to build with Hu Yang, because there's another rumor that Ezra gets a new lightsaber, much in the same fashion as his master, right? So Kanan Jarrus. If Ezra builds a new lightsaber, he would do that most likely with Hu Yang, and they would do it during the trip back. That's my guess. Could be wrong. They could build it before. I don't know. Yeah, Star Wars politics is if Hu Yang gets taken out, I'm done. He's our new 3PO. I think Hu Yang is just fantastic. Fantastic. The droids in this series, right? Chopper and Hu Yang, top notch. It's been fantastic Star Wars stuff. So inside of a hyperspace tunnel, I'm 50-50 on this. I'm going to lean yes, only because I know they're coming back. Lightsabers, I think that's a sure bet. We're going to see lightsabers cross between combatants. Ahsoka is going to battle. We know Ahsoka is going to battle with Morgan Elsbeth. At least we believe it. But we also have Ezra, Sabine, Shin out there who I think may be involved. And I'm not sure about Balin, if he's going to get involved in another lightsaber battle or if he's out doing his own thing. Or if Shin may decide she needs to fight him to bring some sense to him. So we could see a battle between Balin and Shin. In any event, we are seeing lightsabers cross. I'm going for that. A named character from another show appears. So will we see Din Djarin, Mon Mothma, Luke, R2, Vader, Anakin? There was a rumor a long time ago that the finale was going to have Anakin's Force Ghost in it. Hey, Bob, everybody's uncle. Bob's your uncle, you know. Bob, I predict Ahsoka appears. Hilarious. So if that is true and Anakin's Force Ghost does appear, which I'm not so sure of, I think it's possible, but not necessarily likely. But that was an early rumor we heard a long time ago. We could see him show up. Also, we could see when they get back. Senator Numbskull, Senator Idiot Boy, Senator Kaz's dumb dad. You know who I'm talking about. He may be like, gulp. Thrawn came back. So I'm going to say yes at the end. Someone will use a force. Yes, I think that's a given. A flashback scene. So what's the chances Hu Yang finally translates another language? No, he's not gonna. Yeah, I know who he is, Royal Farm Boy. I'm just giving him. I'm just name calling him because he's an idiot. Ziana needs to be like. I think that Chopper needed to take the senator out back to the woodshed and show him a little respect for droids. I mean, Chopper is a straight up killer. Chopper, no joke. Like he's got a body count, and he could add another. Except Kaz hasn't been born yet, so we know he's going to hang out for a little while longer. But he could still take him out back and teach him some respect, right? Meet you outside. Catch, what is that? Cash you outside. That's it. I think I just butchered it, but anyway, there's that. Could be a vision. I don't think we're going to get a flashback scene. A species or droid talks in another language. This is Nikki's question. I'm going to say no, unless we get another Rhodian. As daggone Rhodian. I think that's what Chopper should have said. He should have said, "Catch me outside." Right. So yeah, I think no subtitles. It's unlikely. It's possible, but unlikely. So then we get to the bonus question. Again, we have rules on the bonus question: what counts, what doesn't count. There are no points for anything about the show itself. Like, and this one's important. A negative prediction. Like Luke Skywalker will not be in the episode. You can't predict somebody won't be in the episode, or that something won't happen. Like Ahsoka will not see Anakin's Force Ghost, right? You can't say something that won't happen or something that's not going to be in it. That's too broad. So no points for those kind of guesses. The one pointers go for anything obvious, like Ahsoka's going to use her lightsabers, or there's going to be a cameo in the episode. You know, I've been really pulling to see Ashley Eckstein in an episode as an extra. I would love to see Ashley come in as an extra. You see her face like in the crowd, a senator, some politician, a random citizen walking down the street, or like we saw Tamura in Kenobi, like, you know, panhandling for for change. So you could say so an unspecified cameo, like there will be a cameo in the episode. An unspecified action, like Ahsoka will fly a ship, or a ship flies in space, or someone will shoot somebody, right? Anything like that. An unspecified scene, like whatever, right? Anything unspecified. Or an obvious action, like Hera flies the ghost. We will see Lothal. We'll see Peridia. Where Thrawn will return. Those kind of things. Because here's the last ones are trailer scenes. Anything that you've seen in a trailer or promo, or a leaked scene, and this one actually didn't happen. This is one of Jason's losses, but it could have been shot and then was cut. He got early wind of it, but it never made it to screen. And then a leaked scene, like Thrawn is in a new region of space, or let's say the those threads of destiny will be used, right? The threads of destiny, then that's a leaked scene. Jason's told us about that. He reminded us of it even. So that would only count for 1 point. 5 points are awarded for specific defined guesses, things that may not happen. Like Zeb will be seen in the episode. Will be, right? It has to be something that will happen. We visit a specified planet, like Wayland. A specified character says a specific phrase. So if you wanted to go with it and say, Ahsoka will say, "May the Force be with you," right? We don't know that for sure. Or Sabine says, "May the Force be with you." Or Morgan Elsbeth says, "If it weren't for you, dadgum kids," I don't know, whatever, right? You could get 5 points for that. Then a specific unexpected action happens, like Ahsoka flies an X-wing. That was the example I gave. So something unexpected, or a specific scene. Ahsoka will see Anakin's Force Ghost. So this was rumored a long time ago. We don't have speculation for it, but that would count for 5 points, right? So for the answer, this is going to be completely out of Santa's heart. This is just me wish fulfilling, right? And I'm probably wrong, right? We will see Ashley Eckstein in a cameo role, not as Ahsoka, like a young Ahsoka, flashback Ahsoka, anything like that. So there we go. I put a 5-pointer in there. That's just me wish fulfilling. I would love to see Ashley Eckstein in there. So, yeah, KG, I like this. Don't make me turn this ship around. You guys can't behave back there. I'll go back. You watch. Well, we'll do it. You don't want that to happen. Don't make me turn this thing around, because I'll do it, and then you'll be in big trouble. Yes, I very much want to see that. I definitely want to see that. So that was just wish fulfillment for me. Not going for the points. I'm going for my heart. My heart wants it, and so that's my 5-point prediction. So that's that's it for me. Those are my predictions for the finale. Folks, today's going to be a bit of a shorter show. Unfortunately, I've got work demands here, and I've got to cut it short. But we'll hang out, and I'll interact with you in the chat for just a little bit before we close it down. And we have a Mike Porter dad joke, and Mike Porter did a fantastic job today, and he tied it again fantastically into Star Wars, fantastically into the show Ahsoka. He says, "What does the mercenary Balin Skull say when he confronts his enemies?" Well, he says, "Orange, you glad I have a lightsaber?" Because his lightsaber is orange. That's very good. Nikki says, "Yeah, I know. Look, Kay, I've got I've got to correct my camera here. Let's see if I can improve this. Hold on. I can fix this. I can fix it. Hold on. I go here. I get into properties. The white balance on my camera is way off. It's way way off today. I don't know what's up with that. So let's turn this off. Let's turn this down. And look, hey, look, look at that. How about that? How about now? How about now? Look, my shirt's blue again. I got the white beard. Everything's better. There you go. White balance. Fixed it. There you have it. Thanks you, Nikki. All right. So your audio is a lot better. There used to be fuzzy audio, but now you're really clear. Oh, well, maybe that had to do with my laptop here. I know it's been kind of jittery for me on my end. So I think the laptop's struggling today. All right. Anything else, you guys? I'm gonna have to cut it short. I wish I could hang out here with you more. I can't wait to watch the episode tonight and watch it with all of you tomorrow. Do a rewatch, talk about it. So did Morgan raid the Fortress Inquisitorius to get the archives they're accessing? If so, does she have people in the Amber somewhere? Oh, that's really good. Nikki, good question too. Does she have the Fortress Inquisitorius and the folks in Amber? I don't think so. I don't think she's got any of that at her disposal. She's been working at that shipyard under, covertly. She had some folks working there in secret, and those folks, of course, were sending the hyperdrives out to the Rev Kev. Oh my goodness, it's so good to see you, my friend. I have been thinking about you a lot lately. Really proud of how much weight you've lost and your health. One day, I hope to get as healthy as you. You are doing so well. You guys, if you haven't followed Rev Kev on Twitter, he's had a tremendous journey in weight loss and fitness, and the dude looks good. The dude looks really, really good. He looks fantastic. I don't think she has access to the Fortress Inquisitorius. I don't think she has any relation to the folks in the Ember. So none of that. Is there a post-credit scene? It would be wonderful to get a post-credit scene. I don't think so, though. But, well, here's your chance. If they promote the Skeleton Crew, because the Skeleton Crew is supposed to end up in the same galaxy as Peridia, perhaps even back at Peridia, but in the same galaxy as Peridia, which, we've only explored one planet in the whole galaxy out there, and only for a short time. So there could be a lot of things out there, and the post-credit scene could tie into the Skeleton Crew out there. I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. There's also some speculation on both ends of that. If they come back, might we see the Skeleton Crew at or Coruscant, like the kids and stuff, maybe in class with Jason Syndulla, either at the end of Ahsoka or the beginning of the Skeleton Crew? Might there be overlap between these because they're all happening in the same sort of galaxy or timeline. They're all in the same timeline. All this is happening together. So there could be a tie in there. And the last time we got a post credit scene is because of the Book of Boba Fett being promoted at the end of Mandalorian season 2. So if they're going to promote the skeleton crew at the end of Ahsoka season 1, it could happen. I doubt it. I doubt it, but we'll see. We'll see. What else we have? Um, what's tonight? Tease what's coming. Yeah, perhaps so. Star Wars going full MCU. I hope not, Nikki. I really hope. Like they are borrowing some aspects of the MCU storytelling, but let's not go multiverse. Let's not go multiverse. I'm strongly opposed to a multiverse in Star Wars. So let's hope not. Notia is access point for entry to the galaxy, I think. I don't think so, Dale. Only because, like, when we saw that map originally, it and Morgan held it up, and you see that galaxy far off. You see that line going over into a particular pinpoint in that galaxy. And let me see if I can find an image of it. And I think you could arrive pretty much anywhere else in that galaxy. Let's see, Ahsoka. Let's see, star map. Let's see if that comes up in the images, and where Morgan's holding that up. Here we go. Here we go. I open this image in another tab. Open it in another window. Open image. There we go. All right. So let's take a look at this together, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Share screen right over here. This window. Boom. This guy. And show it. There we go. So if you look here, right, you can see presumably this is the galaxy we're in, and there's a little pinpoint of light. And then presumably this is where Peridia is in this galaxy over here. But why couldn't you end up like over here? Right? Why couldn't you end up in this area instead of this one here? If you're off by a little bit, you're way off. So instead of being at, Tatooine, you end up at Coruscant. Or instead of ending up at Coruscant, you end up at Batu, like something like that. It could be way off. So I don't think that it necessarily is the entry point. I think it's this one for sure, but I don't think it's the entry point for all of Star Wars. Also, there's some question: will we see the World Between Worlds again tonight? I don't think so. It's possible, but I don't think so. We know Ezra can access the World Between Worlds. We know that Ahsoka can access the World Between Worlds. And that could happen. Either one of them or the two together could potentially open up access to it. There's also been a lot of speculation. Is that what Balin's after? Some sort of World Between Worlds, something. I don't think so. Although we do know Palpatine, one of the reasons he wanted it is because he believed that with access to the World Between Worlds, he would have unlimited power. So it could be, and I did that more like Sylvester, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, unlimited power. That's what I want. It's not Palpatine. It's not. I don't know what that is. It's not Palpatine. Do Ezra, Sabine, and Hera know that Vader is and was Anakin? No, I don't believe they do. Hera may, only because in Leia, Princess of Alderaan, Bloodlines, in Bloodlines novel, after Return of the Jedi, some folks learn that Leia is actually Vader's daughter, and that causes her some political problems. And assuming the bloodlines is still canon, then Hera may know because of her relationship there. Dale says they do. Ezra and Kanan were with Ahsoka when she explains who Vader is. Back in Rebels, I don't remember the scene, Dale. I don't remember the scene. But Hera may know just because of her relationship to Leia and what's going on there. And Bloodlines has already happened. Presumably, a lot of folks know just in the universe because she loses her political opportunities to be like a senator or to be chancellor, anything like that. They cut her off as daughter of Vader. Although there are some other folks who respect her, the Nogri, they keep calling her daughter of Vader, this, that, the other thing. They're always like daughter of Vader, daughter of Vader. And then there's other folks who call her the Hut Slayer. So she gets some nicknames like that. But yeah, she's known as the daughter of Vader after Bloodlines. Dale says, you can feel the cold. They say that same line 3 times, what they feel. Yeah, I don't remember it. I don't remember. But, you know, I trust you. I trust you. All right. Well, guys, I'm going to call it there. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know it's been a small audience today. It's been a short show. But you guys, let me know. Bloodline 6 years before. Oh, so that hasn't happened yet. Bloodlines hasn't happened. We're still way before. I thought Bloodlines was like just a few years after Return of the Jedi. See, I've got it off. I'm way off. Way off. All right. Well, I'm going to go. Thanks for hanging out with me. I can't wait to watch this tonight and cover it with all of you tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Scotty Hawk, good to see you, Scotty. Oh, haven't seen you in a while. Haven't been able to chat. Hopefully we'll catch up soon. So you guys take care. And until next time, my friends. Merry Christmas. And may the force be with you always. Bye-bye.